Good evening and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory. This is Africa 54. Now, the high-stakes political drama continues in Zimbabwe on Monday as longtime President Robert Mugabe ignored a noon local deadline to either step down or face impeachment. In a televised speech Sunday, Mugabe made clear that he does not intend to resign. The 93-year-old leader addressed the nation after being sacked as the ruling party leader. Zimbabweans have come out in massive rallies demanding his resignation, and his ZANU-PF party leaders have asked him to step aside. VOA's Ziatica Hoke has our report.
Thousands of protesters rallied in the streets of the capital Harare on Saturday, demanding the resignation of Robert Mugabe, who has been Zimbabwe's leader for 37 years. But in a televised speech late Sunday, the world's oldest president offered no hint that he is preparing to step down. In fact, he announced he would preside over the ruling party's Congress in mid-December.
The Congress is due in a few weeks from now. I will preside over its processes, which must not be prepossessed by any acts calculated to undermine it or to compromise the outcomes in the eyes of the public.
But the Central Committee of the ruling ZANU-PF party, which Mugabe helped found 37 years ago, said earlier that the president must resign by noon Monday or be impeached. The committee said he was replaced as party leader by his former deputy, Emmerson Mnangagwa. Zimbabwe's military placed Mugabe under house arrest last week. His address Sunday followed his talks with military leaders.
Today's meeting with the command element has underscored the need for us to collectively start processes that return our nation to normalcy, so all our people can go about their business unhindered in an environment of perfect peace and security, assured that law and order obtain and prevail as before, and endure well into the future.
A Harare-based analyst says Mugabe's refusal to step down is the last card he's got,
which is the refusal to confer legitimacy on his successor and trying to compel a situation where he is actually forced from office, and then he can remove any claims that what is happening is not a coup. And once it's clear that what is happening is a coup, then he hopes to get some regional support and support from the African Union on his side, because the African Union has clear provisions stating that they will not tolerate coups in any African country.
Mugabe led Zimbabwe to independence from Britain, but since becoming the country's leader in 1980, he has made it one of the poorest nations in the world. His leadership has been marked with authoritarianism and corruption. His merciless struggle to hold on to power eventually led to conflicts within his own party. Zimbabwe's latest political crisis erupted about 2 weeks ago, after Mugabe fired his deputy and former ally Mnangagwa in what is seen as support for his wife's political ambitions. Ziatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.